Welcome to the Orlando Lions Den Podcast, your number one Orlando City podcast. For the fans, by the fans. For the fans, by the fans. Keeping you in the know on all things Orlando City since 2018.
Hello. Welcome back. It's been a minute because we had a weird long break between this game against Colorado and this game we got tomorrow night. But I'm excited to be back. We got a dub up in my backyard. I got to go out to Commerce City to see the game. Really excited about that. I think Alex might be going to see a game tomorrow, potentially. We'll talk about that. But we'll see. But hey, we're happy to be back. I'm excited to be with my boys, Alex and Cleon. Cleon, I'm going to start with you because you're on mute, so I'm going to pick on you. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Ready for this break to be over, man. It's been dreadful waiting for this crap to be over.
It's annoying, especially because we just got a 2-week international break and then had to follow it up with another break just kind of seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's dumb. But hey, it's MLS scheduling, so here we are. Alex, my man, how you doing, brother?
Ben, you haven't been enjoying the Club World Cup, the 1 p.m. kickoffs in the afternoon?
Bro, I haven't watched a second of that. Not
you
a
got
second.
time, don't you?
All of it's also on DAZN. I didn't even realize that before it started. Like, I had to sign up for DAZN to be able to watch the games. I know it was free, but like that's just so stupid, man.
The heck is DAZN? I don't even know what that is.
DAZN. I didn't realize it was called DAZN until recently. I thought it was DAZN.
I thought it was DAZN too.
But then when you watch one of the games, you're like, "Welcome to DAZN," and I was like, "Oh, this is news to me."
Like
I just found out.
Like Ebonics, like DAZN.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
You nailed it.
Yeah, they need to work on that.
Yep.
I just thought it was DAZN.
It's really not. It's really not
So did I.
clear from the way they put it out there.
Well, if anything, we all learned something today in the fact that it is pronounced DAZN. So,
yeah.
All right, guys. There you go. Hey, I'm here to help teach. So, all right, let's take a quick look at sponsors, and then let's start talking some ball. I'm excited to do that. First, shout out to Hourglass Brewing, bringing back No Mango, No Party for a second year. We love the guys over there, and always happy to be working with them. Shout out to the man from our show, Eddie. If you got any insurance questions, contact Eddie at Comparion Insurance. And if you don't got his profile, reach out to the podcast. We'll get you guys connected. If you're looking to buy a house, Leo is the man from the Epic Mortgage Team, powered by You Mortgage. If you're trying to buy, mortgage, finance, refinance, all that stuff, he's got you covered with all the greatest and latest in the world of home finance. And last but not least, if you're actually trying to still purchase that home, Chad McGibbon's got you covered in the Central Florida area at Chad McGibbon on Twitter, or use the QR code on the screen if you want to get connected with him. I'm like getting really good at getting through those and powering through them. So I'm proud of myself for that. But we got some positive. I got to be out there. Shout out to the Ruckus and ILF, specifically Nick from ILF for hooking me up with getting tickets in the supporter section. I was really happy to be there. Adam from Cappies came out with me. Got some good disc golf in all around the Colorado area. A lot of fun. And 3 points at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, which best amenity they have is free parking. So a game was pretty cut and dry. You know, standard Poppy special here. You're laughing at me. Did I do something, Cleon?
No, bro. It ain't you, it's me. It ain't you, it's me.
All right, anyways, I just see that little sheepish grin over there, and I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do? Did I say something funny?
It wasn't you.
All right, we'll talk later. Anyways, 1-0 win up in Colorado. 1-0 win up in Colorado.
We've got Cleon to have insurance internet for more than 3 minutes here, so we're already working with the dub.
Bro, Spectrum, I'm done with y'all, bro. I'm done with y'all. They're ridiculous.
It's been a war of attrition over there for Cleon with Spectrum. But back to the game, Martin Ojeda got us going with the only goal of the game. And then, guys, it was just typical Poppy special. You know, it was one of those things that
bro.
for me, that's what you want in a road game. The only thing that was stupid that came out of this is a Rodrigo Schlegel yellow card that's got him suspended this week. So we're gonna, because of him and no Freeman, it's gonna be an interesting back line on Wednesday. We'll say that much. It's probably looking at what is it? We're probably gonna be seeing
the exciting
Dagger
whites.
Dan at right back. Yeah, maybe the exciting whites. Dagger Dan at right back, Recallo, Janssen, and either Santos or Kyle Smith. We'll find out. So,
man, if you're gonna go if you're gonna go in, just go all in, bro. Just put Kyle back there. Just go all in. If you're gonna do it, just go full throttle, bro.
Hey, that'll end up letting Dagger get forward, which I think is going to be the best way to use him at right back. So we'll see. Let us know if you're watching along live. Put in your predictions for what the back line is going to be against St. Louis, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But like I said, outside of a yellow card to Schlegel, pretty standard game, 1-0 Poppy special. Dub's a dub. Alex, you got anything to add about the game?
We don't lose in Colorado, man. Just what it is. I don't know if we've ever lost there. I know the 2 times I've went, we've won, and I'm glad that you got to enjoy it too, Mike. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why we like to play there so much. We always have, and it kind of felt like it was going to be another win with how they're playing and how we were playing. It was good to come off the ending before the break and how that all transpired and how we kind of lost, I think, 3 out of our last 4 in all comps before the break. So it was good to come off that and get a dub. That was important for us. But now we can hopefully start new and take advantage again tomorrow night. But yeah, I mean, it was just a boring, normal 1-0 game. Exactly what you want when you're on the road.
I think I remember Eddie saying, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do Den After Dark. And then he, in the middle of the game, he's like, this game's been honestly pretty boring, dude. So probably pass on tonight. I was like, that's fine. I ain't hosting it. I'm in the dang stadium. So, but yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that for me, like, dub's a dub. Happy about it. Move on. But you are right in the fact that it felt like a win that was needed. Like after the way that we ended May and then going into that international break, we needed 3 points in the worst way. And it's good to go up to altitude and get it. Because who would have thought that we'd be a team that would be good at altitude considering we play at sea level, So,
yeah.
Cleon, you got anything to add, man?
Muted. I'm muted. My bad. That our whole lineup, South American, is like you wouldn't put those 2 things together.
Yeah,
but here we are.
And none of them are. If we had more of that, was it Bolivia is the one that's really high elevation out there?
There's plenty of elevation down there.
Shows how much I know about the geography of South America.
Got the Andes down there, especially in Argentina and Chile.
What were you laughing about over there?
I got technical issues going on over here.
Oh yeah, technical issues.
Carry on.
All right.
You're something else, bro. If it ain't the internet, it's something else.
The post episode talk tonight is going to be a funny one. I feel like. All right. Well, there's not a lot to talk about the game because, frankly, as we said, game was kind of boring. But I do, before we talk stock up, stock down, and start talking about other games this week, I just want to give a quick shout out to Alex Freeman for getting 3 starts consecutively in the Gold Cup for the U.S. men's national team. Super happy for Alex. Super excited for him. But I'm going to give a stock down to start it off to Mauricio Pochettino for not understanding how the hell to play this player. Like I haven't even been able to watch all the games, but in attack, he's using Freeman as a third center back, man. I do not get what he's doing. Freeman's best asset as a defender is getting forward in attack. He is a decent defender, don't get me wrong, but you are just not utilizing this kid to the best of his abilities. And you got I see U.S. men's national team stands on Twitter. I know you all probably see them too, saying, I don't know, man, this Freeman kid kind of stinks. They are the worst. This Freeman kid kind of stinks. And I'm like, watch him play for Orlando. Like, I understand that you guys don't like the level of competition that MLS is, but watch him play for Orlando. It's like watching 2 entirely different players compared to how Poch is utilizing them. Like, so I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the games. I think we all have been a little bit. Happy they won all 3 games. Happy Freeman's played almost all of the minutes the entire time. I think he got subbed out in the just before extra time in the final game or in the second game. I'm just frustrated at how our boys being used. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I watched the first one. I couldn't watch it anymore. So I don't know. I'm a fire potch kind of guy. I can't stand him. I think it's been I don't think it's going to do us anything. We're probably going to get grouped or first round exit in the World Cup at home. I wouldn't be surprised if we get grouped, but yeah, I don't know. I think all the drama is stupid. If we're talking about the U.S. men's national team, I don't understand. The gripe with me with Pulisic is weird. It's weird for me. It's I think like 4 months ago, Canada made their superstar Alphonso Davies, basically made him play in a game.
It didn't matter.
Put him on the team sheet after he said that he was not feeling up to it, basically, and then he tore his ACL. And I just think these guys play 60 matches a year, and then when a guy he's the captain of the team, when he's the star player, yeah, do you want him there? Yeah, you want him there, but if he said he's not physically fit to be up for it, and then he's honest about it, and then he doesn't go, you can't be in one camp saying Canada is horrible for forcing Alphonso Davies to play, getting a lawsuit from FC Bayern, and then say, I can't believe Pulisic was honest about being needing time and rest, and I can't believe he's not there. So the whole thing is a whirlwind for me. I think they're a mess. I think giving the coach time to evaluate some talent might be better. And once again, it just goes back to, for me, players that actually want to play for their country, and not as a second option, which a lot of these guys are, especially in the first team in the U.S. men's national team. A lot of these guys are players that wanted to go play for France or Spain or wherever they may be, but they weren't going to get playing time there, so they decided to go play for the U.S. with their the heritage that they could find. So I don't. The whole thing is a mess, and I'm not excited for the World Cup. But I'm hopeful Freeman gets the call. I think he should be the starter, and if the coach actually figures out how to play him, it's a key that could unlock a chest that would probably at least win you one match at the World Cup, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that, like, bringing up the Pulisic thing, I think the only issue that I really have with that is when he decided to pop on the one, like, U.S. men's national team podcast from CBS, I was just kind of like, why? Like, what do you have? Like, I understand the idea of him being tired and wanting to get rest. He was one of the best players in Serie A this year. I would rather everyone be together, but at the same time, with the parallel that you make with Davies, I'm like, I get it a little bit more. I do. But then when he came out and he's like, I mean, I did want to play the friendlies, and then they said no. I was like, well, that's just stupid too. Like, yeah. I was like, I feel like it just kind of made the situation worse. And like, I get Poch's idea of like, yeah, let's just keep the same group the whole time. Like, I don't want to bring a player who's not going to be able to play for the actual tournament. Like, I get that. I'm like, but at the same time, because of the Club World Cup and missing players for that, like, you really didn't bring any team that realistically is going to, for the most part, like, how many players that are actually on this roster are going to play at the World Cup next year? Honest question.
Also, I mean, just playing the two friendlies, Switzerland and Turkey, those are World Cup teams.
Yeah,
teams
absolutely.
Got a reason to want to play those two. Playing Saudi Arabia, Haiti, and Trinidad and Tobago,
of which maybe one of those teams could be a World Cup team. I don't know how Saudi Arabia is doing in qualifying this year.
I think they're in the tournament, so I'm not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just.
But
I get it. I get both stances, but
But at the same time, Saudi Arabia also is missing a majority of their players because they're playing with, what is it, Al Ahly, who's in the Club World Cup. So like they're not even having a lot of their people there either. But yeah, I mean, we can keep rehashing the same thing, but at the end of the day, for me, I think that Poch is a good club coach. I've kind of come to the realization that I don't think he has what it takes to be a national team coach because he doesn't know his players well enough because he's not working with them every day. And when you're basically taking what is realistically a B or C national team for this tournament, which, keeping it a buck, that's really what it is. And it shows at times, they're not as good as some of the regulars are. And it shows that he doesn't know them because he's not putting them all in positions to succeed outside of Malik Tillman, who's played really good. And realistically, I guess you could say he's got all the pride, all the faith in the world in Patrick Agyemang and Max Arfston because he's letting them do whatever the hell they want. So don't get it.
Cleon hates talking about this.
Yeah, that's why he's just been on mute the whole time. He's like, what national team?
I have nothing to add for all this. I'm just admiring Alex's aesthetics behind him.
I told him, man, they gave him TV time today.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We got to hurry up. The lights
Martha
out is at 10 o'clock. So
you got the Martha Stewart deal back there, bro.
Brother, I got a nice light. I got the TV. Look at that bookshelf.
It looks like they gave you everything except for a razor to shave, but that's about it. Everything else you got.
I'm growing out the beard all the way.
Oh wow.
Nah, I don't know. I just, I literally I'm so bored up here. My plane's been broken. It's tough.
I didn't know that was happening while you were playing. That does stink.
I will not lie. But I'll shave just for you, Cleon.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'm gonna go clean it up.
I gotta grow everything back out. I was tricked into shaving everything off. Now I gotta let everything grow back.
My man got bamboozled.
I got bamboozled. Hoodwinked. Led astray.
Run amok.
Run amok.
Oh crap! All right, guys, let's talk. I guess let's go ahead and talk some stock up, stock down. We talked enough about the U.S. men's national team and how me and Alex are feeling about it, and how Alex Freeman's getting misutilized. But we did get a 1-0 win over Colorado. I already gave a stock down to Mauricio Pochettino. I'm going to give a second stock down to Rodrigo Schlegel because that yellow card that he picked up was just clear hot rod idiocy, in my opinion. Just a silly play to make. And he did it. So I was just kind of annoyed. And other than that, I mean, stock up Martino Ojeda. He's on the score sheet. What's not to love? Cleon, you've been quiet.
Man. That's my stock up, bro. Martin, MVP Ojeda, even though he won't make the All-Star team. What a travesty.
Last time they posted the top 5, he was not even in it, which is shocking.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Shout out to Freeman, though. He's number 1 as far as right back goes. And what is it? I think Pedro actually fell to number 2 behind Dane St. Clair. So,
yeah, I don't like all that. Stock down. I'm gonna go with Duncan McGuire's acting skills. I saw him post a Old Spice or something commercial on his Instagram, bro. That was ridiculous. I've never seen anything worse in my life. So
hey,
stock down for him.
Hey man, he's
got some extra time to work on that acting skills. So I mean, he needs to get some commercials up to par.
He's got some extra time. Him and his lady going on vacation, and apparently he's making extra. He's making extra funds for that vacation by advertising for Old Spice Fiji. That
was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Now I gotta go watch it.
Sorry, Duncan. That's the stock down for you there, brother.
That was ridiculous.
I'll give my stock up to Pedro. I think
clean sheet.
Outside of the goal, I mean, he that we scored from Ojeda, I think he's player of the match. Had a couple big saves and clean sheet, and he's coming back in. So it's good for him to start off after the break like that too. Once again, he goes on international duty and comes back like that. That's pretty standard for him. So we've got to keep that up from Pedro. And my stock down is still going to go to Cesar because I'm still salty about how he threw that game against Atlanta and then caused disarray for the next couple matches. So
that's a good point.
Until he does something, I'll put him back up there. But I can't. I don't like him still right now.
That is a very good point. And it's also one of those things that I know we kind of all talked about too, because we're like, oh man, he got benched for this game because of the fact that did Poppy really bench him? And I guess they were saying he had like some muscle spasms or something, and that's why he didn't play. And I was like, oh, well, I got muscle spasms and I'm still in the stands. You don't see me complaining, So
the same muscle spasm that caused him to spaz and choke the guy. So
that's true. Dumb thing to do. Daniel, though, stock up to Dagger for filling in great as the Icelandic Army knife when and wherever he has to. That's a decent shout out, and we're going to see him again this week, and we're going to see him again here going on. But I do want to just piggyback off Alex and say there's something that hits different about post-international break Pedro. He always is in top form when he comes back from playing with Peru, and it looks like he did that again this time around. And I am going to give an additional stock down because we were talking a little bit about the MLS All-Star voting. I don't know if you guys saw the MLS All-Star jersey that they released today, but it is by far the ugliest one they have ever done. I had go ahead and Google it real quick.
You haven't seen
it? Look at this right now.
I had Taylor from Orlando City, UK reach out to me, and he's like, man, I always love these jerseys, but this one sucks, basically. I was like, it's
horrible, Cleon.
It is 100. It's basically another $150 white t-shirt. Like,
oh God.
Oh, it went away.
Bro, you know what? I actually just saw that and I didn't even realize it was the All-Star jersey. I didn't know what I thought.
It looks so bad. It's just got the green and blue.
I just thought it was a random MLS shirt.
It's just like
it looked like Adidas. The warehouse had this. Like they had a misprint.
Yeah, they had a couple extra different fabrics lying around.
Approximately, they were like, "Oh, this one side was green, and then the other side was blue." Something happened with the printing, and then they were like, "We got about the same amount of jerseys that we sell for the MLS All-Star game." So, which I'm sure is like 87.
13.
So, we're gonna go ahead and make this the All-Star game jersey.
Bro, I saw that same one you just showed me, that same ad, and I literally thought it was some random MLS employee in a MLS like shirt. Like I didn't even imagine that was all. I didn't know what.
I don't even know where the blue and green come from. I don't get it. It's pretty bad. Where is the All-Star game this year?
Austin.
Oh,
so still the colors don't even make sense. Well, no, the blue and green is just the OG MLS crest. Like and I think that's the colors on the ball.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, that's about it. Like, at least gonna have to have some cool shorts and socks or something to save it. But I'm expecting. I got low expectations. It's just bad, man. It's a dumb cash grab game as it is.
About MLS now, and they think they got so much pull to be having throwbacks to like the OG MLS thing. Like someone's gonna recognize that. Come on, bro. Nobody recognizes the current. They definitely ain't gonna recognize the original.
Yeah, and honestly, dude, like I'm also like I'm sure we're kind of all like-minded. The All-Star game is dumb as it is, like because it's honestly kind of always been an embarrassment until recently, where it's just like, oh, we'll play the Liga MX All-Stars instead. But like if you're gonna insist on doing it, at this point, just keep it in league. Just do East versus West. Like
I don't know why they just don't do this.
I like just do that. Like stop making it like where you can end up being a laughing stock, like has happened a few times before. Like wasn't it a couple years ago that they played Arsenal and lost like 3-0? Like
I hate all All-Star games equally.
The only thing that I will say that I like is I sometimes like All-Star weekend activities, but even then, because the best one for that was always NBA All-Star weekend. But but the slam dunk contest, which was the chef's kiss, has just gone to crap, man. Like it's not even fun anymore.
We'll be hating on my boy Mac McClung now.
Oh, I'm gonna hate on Mac McClung. He put how many minutes did he have with the Magic this year? How many minutes did he play for the Orlando Magic this year? He shouldn't even be eligible to be in it.
Now, mind you, that man should be playing on the team, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, hey, you guys got Desmond Bane now, so enjoy.
Fifth best odds to win the NBA Finals next year.
Well, dude, I mean, it's kind of like I will say, like this is not an NBA podcast. We're not going to try and shift too hard right now, but Jason Tatum and Halliburton going to miss almost the entire season next year, and same with Damian Lillard potentially. Like those are 3 gigantic names that aren't going to be playing. Like I get why the Magic have good odds. Like my Knicks.
Can I just say, yeah, slam dunk contest. Come on, home run derby. That's where it's at.
I do love the home run derby as well.
That's gone down. And the MLB All-Star Game used to be the only one that was fun. And
because it had something to play for.
Yeah, they gave home field advantage in the playoffs for the World Series, and now they got rid of that. It's worthless. So
that's the thing. If there's a stake behind it, I get it. But like if it's literally just an exhibition,
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Like, bro, if Orlando City had won the Supporter Shield, right, dominated all year, and then I don't get the MLS Cup final in Orlando because we lost some stupid All-Star game to the West Side, bro. No. I would never.
Yeah, but that's there's one fan base that's upset. The other 30 are like, oh, this is pretty cool.
It's ridiculous.
And we all know if we get to these finals, we'll choke it away anyway. So
I'm going back on mute on that one.
Shout out to Daniel, our first MLS era trophy, the 2019 MLS All-Star Skills Challenge. Never forget. Oh,
that was fun to watch.
Dude, I still remember what was it? It was the Nani hit the crossbar from midfield.
Off the crossbar.
Yeah,
like in the crossbar challenge at the end. It was electric, at Disney's Wide World of Sports. Actually, I will go ahead and keep just driving this in a different direction. MLS is going to be doing a bunch of third kits this year. We heard that. So at least that's a positive. And next year, it looks like all MLS teams are going to get one. So at least we have that to look forward to, I guess. Because even though they're doing like 15 this year, we still aren't one of them. So
great. Just another kit we can wear instead of the white one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. The rumor is we're going to get something that's a different color. So I don't know. I'm all right with that. Just don't make the guys wear black jerseys in the Florida Heat. I guess that's the only thing I'll say. That'll be a little bit brutal, even though I've wanted that for a long time. But anyways. All right, guys. So we got St. Louis away tomorrow. Alex said there's a chance he's going to go, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm
a game time decision. It's a 4-hour drive.
Game time decision for a 4-hour drive is a crazy thing to say.
I got stuff I got to do in the morning. I'm going to fix my camera broke on my plane. So they shipped me a new one. Should be in the morning. Going to install it. I do have the time switch working for me. So I go an hour back when I go there. So yeah, but it's 4.5 hours. Father-in-law is in St. Louis. Tickets are on him. He said hotels on him. So I definitely have incentive to get there, but yeah, I've wanted this. I've been looking at this match. I've wanted to go. I mean, my wife's from St. Louis, right? So I've been wanting to do this away trip, and it was the first game I looked at when the schedule came out. Was this away trip? So yeah, I definitely hope I can get there.
And I've heard they have some good barbecue around the stadium too. So that's another reason to try and entice you a little bit potentially. Yeah,
if I can do that, and then and then Cardinals and Cubs are on Thursday, day game. And once again, my father-in-law, he likes to do the Champions Club. I can make another run at the 999 challenge. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Hopefully this time you're not going to be watching a 4-hitter,
Yeah, the shortest game, like the 4th shortest game of the season. Yeah, no, hopefully not. That challenge would have probably been a lot easier before the pitch clock, but
that's true. Good point. Cleon, are you familiar with the 999 challenge?
No.
It's when you're watching a baseball game, you have 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings.
I'll be out on the beers alone. So
the hot dogs. You get the bun too. It absorbs the beer. You're good.
Yeah, I started like an hour early last time, and I think I got like 7, 8, and that was it. I messed up though. I mixed a couple of margaritas in. That was not smart.
Oh, that's a rookie mistake.
And we had the Champions Club, and there was a create your own nacho bar, so I had to get me some nachos. So I was there in spirit. I needed to just stay on track, but
I will say that is the positive about Coors Field, is that there is one bar at the top of the stadium that before the first pitch is $3 beers. I can't beat that. It's best deal in baseball, probably. So,
And then they turned to 13 after first pitch.
yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That's why you drink early, like I did. I didn't drink at all during the game. All right, guys. So back to St. Louis tomorrow. We've only played them once in their history, and it was at home, and we beat them 2-1 2 years ago in 2013. Shout out to the Facundo Torres brace there. I will say that it looks like they got some injuries on their side right now. I think Taylor from Orlando City, UK, shout out to him again, posted it. They're going to be missing quite a few players, like Lewin, who is in their best player in their history. He's going to be out. A couple others as well. So Chris Durkin's out. That's a decent name for them. Henry Kessler is one of their center backs. He's out. So that, and on top of that, we are also currently undefeated against teams from the West. So I think we need to kind of keep that going. I want to get more wins against them. We still got 2 more games against teams from the West after this. We got Kansas City and Vancouver to close out the season. Those are the last ones. But I don't know. I think this has to be a dub because they are not a good team. Last I checked, they are currently 14th in the West, and there's only 15 teams over there, so that's not very good. So I don't know. What are we thinking, guys? Cleon, what's your expected results here?
Absolutely, positively got to get a win here, bro. If you don't, somebody needs to get slapped. These dudes, they scored 17 goals all year. You know what I mean? Bro, they're not even averaging a goal a game, bro. That's ridiculous. There's no way we should be losing this game, which makes me think there's a chance we might. So I mean, but no, man, you can't do that, especially after we gave that Super One away to Atlanta. And I forgot about it over the break, but Alex wanted to come and remind me, so now I'm pissed all over again. You absolutely got to get a dub. You got to get a dub here. 3-1. No, they don't score. 3-0.
Who's your goal scorers?
3-0. Let me see. I'll go Muriel. I'm gonna go with the Holy Trinity, bro. Muriel, Pasalic, Ojeda.
So, Alex, if I were to ask you in their last 15 league games, how many games do you think St. Louis has won?
I mean, they only have 3 wins all year.
One,
yeah.
Yeah.
They have another win in there over Union Omaha in the Open Cup.
Wow. Yeah, bro, you can't.
Check it out. It's hot in the Midwest. Like you're trapped in an oven hot. I see what they mean when they say it's different up here compared to the Florida heat where you get the winds and stuff. It is brutal. Today where I'm at, I'm 4 hours east. It was 112 heat index over here today. It's bad. So it's hot, it's muggy, it's humid, and that's going to help us. So I definitely think we win. I don't think they'll score. I'll say 2-0, and Pasalic is going to get one for sure. Probably Muriel too. I'd say at least 2 out of the 3 DPs get a bag one. But yeah, I agree. We got to win this match. They're bottom feeder team. If the LA Galaxy weren't historically bad, that's the only team worse than them right now is the LA Galaxy. So, and Montreal and the Canadian teams, but in the West, that's it. So it's a tough place to play. No matter how bad they are, they love their soccer in St. Louis. And I said this before St. Louis even got a team. This is aside from baseball, this is the sport that they play. They have a huge soccer following there. So it's not going to be easy. Even on Wednesday night, I was looking at tickets and, they're 50, 60, $70 for the cheapest ticket resale. So the fans show up, they show out, and it won't be easy, but 2-0 Orlando City.
See, I was going to go either 2-0 or 3-0. I can't copy you guys. And I don't think we're going to get another back-to-back 1-0.
4-0.
So I'm going to go 4-0. I'm going to go 4-0. Let's go ahead and go Pasalic brace, Ojeda goal. And for the love of God, Ivan Angulo, please find the net. I am begging you.
Yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
You got a better chance of the ceasefire actually working than that.
Oh no, we can't.
Yeah, just make sure you tweet out. Just make sure you tweet out the mic. Maybe they'll follow orders. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh man, we're not supposed to make this show political anyway. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to will an Angulo goal into existence. I need to see him do something, anything, sign of a pulse, you know. So maybe St. Louis is bad enough that he could finally score a goal. You know,
he hasn't been our stock down for a couple of weeks. He's been playing like average, and I saw a post today. It was like saying, you know, what about? I think everybody else around Angulo has gotten so much better.
I did see that. Shout out
playing the same. I think it was Hogtown Hooligans.
Yeah. Shout out Hogtown Hooligans for that post. I disagree with you. And it's one of those things. I do agree that I think our team is better, but at the same time, he used to be. I want to say he's been good for about 10 goals and assists combined each of his last 2 seasons, and I think he's on 1 right now, past the halfway through the halfway point. Like, he has fallen off, and that's maybe it's because of the fact that we're not attacking on the left side of the field as much because of the fact that Bracalo at left back has been working. I don't know, but he's just not been good enough.
Even when he gets his opportunity, you know, with counterattacks, breakaways, he's just been subpar. He just hasn't been good. He's had opportunities to use his speed, and they fall apart. So,
spitting facts, man. Could have spoke any language, but you chose to spoke the truth. So. All right, guys. Now the big one.
A big one.
On Saturday, we have Cincinnati at home. Cincinnati currently second in the Supporter Shield. We are 3 points back of them. It's nice that we get them at home first on Saturday the 28th. They did lose to DC recently, tied to Dallas, and also lost to Atlanta. So they are kind of in a rough patch right now as well as we are. But this is a game, if you want to get to the top of the table, especially playing a game at home against another good team, this is a game you got to find a way to win. I'm not saying it's a must win, but if your ambitions, as Kyle Smith said this week in an interview, is to be a top of the table team to win the Shield and win the league, this is a game you got to win.
Are they missing anybody on the Gold Cup?
They will have Miles Robinson should still be out. I don't know if they're missing anyone else. I think Kai Kamara has been doing commentary for the Club World Cup. So maybe I don't know if that job takes him away. Probably not. But I think realistically, that is the only player that they should be missing. I think everybody else should be back.
That's how I was thinking it was going to be. Yeah, huge match. I mean, it's you know, we've proven we can beat the teams out west. We can beat the lower teams on the schedule. You know, we can get results when we need to get results, but you know, it's Philadelphia weren't great against them, and you know, it's going to come down to these games that we play the teams ahead of us. You know, we still got to play Nashville twice. I think we still got to play Columbus twice this year,
Cincy twice,
and Cincy twice. So. Yeah, this is a gut check. This is who you are as a team, where you do want to be. You know, it's going to take a good effort, you know. But since he does play tomorrow as well, so I want to say we win this match. I think it's important that we do win the match, but it's hard not to see like a 1-1 draw here or something of that nature. But you know, they have to prove us wrong since he's been dominant the last few years, and if we want to be that team, this is, you know, for this season, this is step one to actually do something about it. So they haven't been great; they've been reeling, and you know, you got to pounce, especially at home. You got to take those chances. So I want to see us win the match, but it's, you know, I'll per a prediction, I'll say 1-1.
Who's got your goal?
I'll go with Pasalic again. I think he's going to get hot. The guy's going to get some opportunities to shoot, and it's with him. It's
And even if he
important that
doesn't get the opportunity, he's going to shoot anyway. So
it's
there's always a
important
good
that he gets these shots and these opportunities because it forces the defense to think proactively about him. He becomes essentially, even though Ojeda's having the year that he is, he becomes the most magnetizing player on the pitch for us. When he bangs in one of those goals for the next 2, 3, 4 matches, everybody sees that film, and he's opening up the rest of the attacking third of the pitch for us. So it's important not only for him to get a goal, but for also Ojeda and Muriel, for him to keep producing. So I want to see him get his chances. He puts it on frame almost every time, at least gets it close. And, I think that he's going to get at least one in these next couple matches this week.
I support it. Cleon, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with 1-0 Orlando, but this 100% feels like one of those 0-0 games, bro. But I'll go 1-0 Orlando.
Okay. Goal score.
And when it's 1-0, it's always a random score. So
shout out Eddie Atuesta getting on the score sheet. I love it. So
I was just about to say that.
Yep. Okay, so that means if
I'm
that's
going
how we're
Enrique.
feeling,
I'm going Enrique.
Enrique. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Enrique.
I'm gonna go 2-1 in this one because I don't think we're gonna be able to keep a clean sheet against a guy like Evander or Denke. So give me 2-1. Let me go Pasalic, and let me go Muriel. We get a good question here from Daniel though. What do we think about Nico? Brother, we gotta see him play, man.
Nico.
When I see him play, I'll let you know.
Like I'd love to see more out of Nico Rodriguez, but he's clearly not doing enough in training to get the job off of. He is historically more of a right winger from his time that we saw down in South America. He's not getting in over Pasalic, not a snowball's chance in hell of that. And he's not doing enough in training, I guess, to unseat Angulo, who's been poor. So,
bro, is that possible? Come on, let's be fair now. Let's be fair on this one, Mike. Doesn't really matter how much he's doing in training to unseat Angulo.
I mean, dude, for 2 years, we were sitting here saying how bad in training is Martin Ojeda that he doesn't have the faith of Oscar Pareja. And now he's starting this year and he's basically an MVP player.
But he ain't starting over Angulo.
I will say, though, go ahead.
Might slot him in next to Angulo, but he ain't playing over Angulo. There's a difference.
I like Cleon's shout of Enrique. Feels like in one of these 2 matches this week, he'll get a game winner.
I could see that. 100%. What I was going to say, though, is you're right. I think that we need to, we have to, especially while they're down, you got to hit them while they're down. I agree with that, Alex, 100%. But at the same time, I just looked at the last 9 games we have this year, and it's brutal. Like our last 9 games of the season, we have Miami at home, Nashville twice, Vancouver at home, and then 2 of our last 3 games are Cincinnati away and Columbus at home. Like we do got 3 winnable ones in there: Kansas City at home, DC away, Toronto away. But like those games are brutal. Like before we get into that stretch, you got to win everything. And I will say, JJ will be happy about this. Miami beat Porto the other day in the Club World Cup, which means we're better than Porto because we beat the crap out of Miami. Transitive property works that way. It's crazy.
And I don't care about Nashville. So they beat us in the Open Cup, whatever. But I'm not going to put them. I'm still thinking they're overhyped. I'm not going to put them in the, Columbus, Cincinnati.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's just one of those things. They are still ahead of us on the table. So their team we got to beat. They are a tough team. But I think we could beat them. I absolutely think we can. Because we've had their numbers in previous years. They got us in the Open Cup. That's fine. We'll get them in the we'll get them where it matters. Daniel also just saying here, agree with Pasalic, but 2 game a week. Yeah, I mean, Nico's probably going to play. He might get 30 minutes if he's healthy, which that's just the big if apparently, since he's been injured the majority of the season. If he could stay healthy, I hope that he gets some time. But if we need a goal, I don't know if I'm subbing Nico on right away. There's other players I'd probably put on before him. Shout out Gustavo Caraballo getting on the plane today. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do anything, but I'm just a fan of the kid. I think he's going to be good.
Same.
Well, guys, that's a quick one because the game against Colorado was so boring that we really didn't have much to talk about. And it's also been a week and a half since then. So let's wrap this thing up. Cleon, you got a shout out for the day?
Let me shout out the prison system over there because I love they treated my boy right, Alex. I know a lot of people don't like, when people try to go soft on the little convicts like him. Got him over there cushy with the what is that? But what you got back there? This 40, 50 in, what is it? 50, 60?
Something like that.
Oh, something like that. Okay. Then the prison system, with the 50-inch back there with the AirPods, everything, bro. So I mean, they treat them good. When you get out, Alex? When you get out?
Not soon enough, Ed. Hopefully by the end of August up in this joint.
Hey, I mean, it's nice that they even gave you the light there. It's a ceiling titty for you, So
hey,
I actually have two of them. Bro. I wish I could show you the other one. They're right next to each other.
That gives the people in prison a nice imagination, I guess.
Blue collar prison right there, boy. Jeez. Shout out to him and Martha, bro. Him and Martha Stewart. They living a life over there.
Get out of here.
Tax dollars at work.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna start sending you letters.
No, don't send them to me. Don't call me collect either.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
I'll holler at you when you get out, though.
We'll see you on the other side.
I hate you. My shout out as a current Indiana resident. I've stomped my roots down here in Southern Indiana, and I'm going to shout out Tyrese Halliburton. The guy gave it his all, tore his Achilles, knew he was going to tear his Achilles. Everybody in the whole world knew he was going to tear his Achilles, and he still went out there and tried. I got to give it to him. That was some real heart. The Pacers came close, but you know what time it is now. It's time for that Orlando Magic making the deals. They got the players. The Mike's Knicks still don't have a coach yet. Cleon's going to be coaching them next year, and
he's going to be making them run wind sprints. Maybe that'll help.
Who? I know you're going to say
New York Knicks.
I would never.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, you're next on their list to call to interview, so
never.
You could be like everybody else and say no.
No.
So yeah, I think.
I almost forgot. Shout out Dominican mommy back there. Keep your hands from under my table, please. I'm trying to do a podcast.
I'm not going to say anything. First was the internet. Nah, I'm not going to finish it. All right, go.
Ass. No, so for me, I'm just going to go ahead.
Bro. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. I know what that means. I'm going to go ahead and just give a quick little shout out just to the, keeping it grounded, back to the sport. Orlando City Academy system, man. U14's got a couple of tournament wins under their belts. U19's won the GA Cup. U18's made it to the semifinals. It's nice to see us having an actual legitimate academy system and talent coming through it. So shout out to the organization for getting that together. It's nice to know that we got kids that could come up through the pipeline and actually make an impact. Shout out Caraballo. Shout out Freeman. And I was talking with some people earlier online. We need a left back realistically. Let's hope to hear Reed Brown makes that jump that Freeman made this year next year. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because Santos has been terrible.
Technically, in the last year,
we were going to get more out of him.
So technically, he's got an option year, but we'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, that's an episode. I'll be live for Den After Dark after the game against the St. Louis. I don't think I can be there for the game against Cincinnati. So
Oh yeah, I don't think I could be there for the one for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
either.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the
if I
clearance.
asked you to speak on Den After Dark, I don't think you'd even know what to do. I see you pop in every once in a while, but if I said, "Hey, Cleon, request to speak," you'd be like, "What does that mean?" Like, and you're
Are you gonna
laughing
go to
right
the
now,
match at least? Yeah.
which tells me I'm right.
Do what, Alex?
You're gonna be at the game?
Yeah, I'm. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be there this time. They got my tickets sorted out now. I'm ready to go, man.
They got your
What
tickets
happened with
sorted
your
out. You mean they updated
Yeah.
your debit card number?
Bro, because like hey, my debit card when I went to New York a while back, my debit card got switched, and I guess I didn't think about that, but it was I got a new rep this year, bro, and she sucks. And she never even told me the thing wasn't working. So, bro, I literally went like 4 weeks with my tickets were like frozen or something. And it just said, oh, cannot load right now. So I had no idea what was going on. So it was like literally like 4 straight games before I finally figured out, oh, that's what the problem is. But it's all
Goodness
sorted now.
gracious.
Just in time to sell my Messi tickets.
There you go. Like he's gonna play anyways.
Hey, but buddy, he loads my pockets every year though.
Fair enough.
So I'll
Fair
wait
enough.
for the next sucker.
All right, guys. Well, that's an episode. We'll see you for Den After Dark against St. Louis City, and maybe someone will be there after the game against Cincinnati. We'll find out. That's TBD. We'll keep you updated on the Twitter, though. Y'all have a good one. Vamos, Orlando, as always. And let's get a 6-point week to close out June. Right, guys? Sound good?
Dubs only.
Dubs only. Let's do it.
Almost.
All right, y'all.
Vamos.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Orlando Lions Den podcast. Don't forget to follow us at Orlando Lions Den on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. See you next week in the Den.